All right, let's go. Hopefully nothing's changed. Life's good. So I went online and looked. This quest is in fact repeatable. It is meant to be repeatable. Oh, I missed it. Got whooped there. I have all the pirate gear now. Although I couldn't find where the dagger was added into the game. It honestly kind of seems like the dagger might have always been in the game, and then they added the river pirates as like a way to give people the dagger. And then they were like, well, it's kind of weird that we only have the dagger, right? Check him out. Let's bring a single steak. Okay. So what I think we do is take them down. They're gonna slowly spawn. Or who's gonna spawn first? Is it gonna be this thing? Wow, I got 333 gold just from that one run. Okay, so I went way too fast. Almost always this guy. Oh. Pokey, pokey, mate. I could be making a lot more money, but I think I'm gonna be alright. I was fighting the captain, so it might take a second on these guys. Alright, so yeah, they're gonna take 180 seconds roughly, plus the kill times to respawn. So I need to remember to just go. Just click the button. Might take a second to respawn. There should be a dash. I'm not sure what class should have it, but there should be a dash. Alright, is that too fast? No, they're there. They're there. Oh no. Captain. No loot though. I bet the loot shows up. wait? Come on, I bet the loot shows up. Come on. I'm like dedicated to it now. How long can it take? Nothing. Oh no, pain day. What is pain day? Like, sorry I missed your messages. It is a grinding day for me. Oh lord. I am not a doctor, but I'll ask you questions. We got physical pain, like dull, achy. You got stomach pains, head pains. What you got? Yes. Oh god. Okay, which one? Physical pains. In my intestines. You got cramping, stinging, stabbing, swirling, bubbling. Sometimes in my muscles. Interesting. What's your hydration? To potassium, sodium, magnesium. What's your electrolytes like? Are you properly balanced? Sometimes in my spine. Oh, I can't help you there. Yeah, I can't do nerves. I don't know nothing about that. That's beyond my pay grade of nothing. And intelligence. Sorry, I wish I could help. Yep, if you were beyond just stomach pain, I can't help you. I'm sorry. I don't know nothing about that. Well, I'm going to be doing as much as I can today. We're collecting these boxes because I can exchange these boxes for massive amounts of experience. 30,000 experience in one book. 32,000 experience in one book. And you pay for them with these boxes. So, I will be here to try and keep you company. I apologize, I'm doing something very boring though. But I will be here talking. So, I will try and bounce back whatever you got going. But so yeah, I don't know if I've explained this. This is Cursebreaker. I am playing as Lord Reynard? Rhaegar? I actually can't remember. I haven't seen his name in so long, and I've only played the first part of it twice. Oh, I forgot to collect these. Right? Which is funny, because then they become super interesting once everybody learns how cool they are. Oh my gosh, that's how I felt about, like, once I got into wildlife biology, I was just like, wow, like, my whole family thought all this was lame. Like, this is so cool. And then as I got into it and realized, like, everybody else was getting into it, it was just like, oh, like, nobody thinks it's boring now. Suddenly it's really cool. Like, why is it suddenly, oh, because suddenly the planet's dying and it matters to everybody. But no, I'm just being cynical. Um, no, a better example, I guess, would be when that guy decided to do the level 99, what was it, Destiny Island grind in Kingdom Hearts. Suddenly everybody was like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Grinding's like really neat. And it's like, man, I have messages where people are telling me I'm like wasting my life. Keep in mind, nerd was invented. Yeah. I mean, I forget about that. Like, I forget about the whole like not telling people you watched anime just 10 years ago. Was it? No. That was about no. That was when Attack on Titan came out. That really changed it. I remember when Attack on Titan came out in like 2009. Oh my god, I can't even remember. But I remember football people asking me about it, like, "Hey, did you watch the new episode?" And I just remember sitting there like, "Did I what? No. Wait. Why did you?" It's pretty good, dude. You should see it. I'll get around to. What do you mean? I mean, yeah, but it's just like it's almost gone it's almost gone full circle at this point where like you get judged again for it. But for like a little bit there, anime was like it. It was weird. I didn't really like it. Oh god. I was clicking on random things. I still don't know how I feel about people just like I don't even I'm trying to think of how to like say this without feeling too gatekeepy, but it literally is gatekeeping. Um but like when I got into anime, I was literally on the opposite side because I was just like, man, this is lame. Like, what are we watching? What are we watching? But man, that was back in I think I was in elementary school, which was so strange because again, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. I just didn't know, which shows how ignorant I was. Literally, total ignorance. How to explain American football to Japanese Ice Shield 20. I'll have to check that out. I'm trying to like I'm running through that. I've never heard of Ice Shield. But nope, I'm about as ignorant comes. So the supplies still aren't back. That's not good. Looking to die, matey. I do a bit of over the top and wacky. I do enjoy that. I enjoy the slapstick, the over the top. Truthfully, what's funny is like I'm like super sarcastic, especially in person because I have a hard time displaying emotion. But like, my God, I I just don't get British humor. It's too dry for me. Which is even funnier because I love King of the Hill. Oh man, I screwed this up. I took way too long to grab this. What? What's this? Okay, wait, what's it called? Tell me. I'll have to pre-watch this. It's probably not that hard to find. But yeah, oh no, thank you. I was gonna say I can probably find that. There's probably like maybe two of them. But I'll have to watch that and see if it's like, it doesn't even have to be that good, but if it's accurate, or if it's at least like comically accurate, my mom might like to watch that. I'll have to make sure it's appropriate, but my mom's a big time runner. Oh, anyway, so Cursebreaker. I am playing as the Lord of a Realm, and when you first start the game, some lady in a white robe asks you to join her on a boat, and it's just like, okay, you know, like, whatever. So you join her on the boat, and she starts telling you all this crazy stuff about darkness, and basically, she explains that you have died countless times, and the darkness is coming for you, and this is your last chance to finally defeat the darkness, because it's, like, finally found you in the other realm, which we don't really know what the other realm is. So, we are... yeah, you're resurrected, and you're at, like, this giant festival, or not festival, but, like, banquet. I think it's a banquet. And stuff goes sour, and you have to fight some people, and after you defeat all the people, everybody's, like, super thankful that you're the Lord of the Realm and all this other stuff. And it's, like, really nice, and everybody's happy. And then all of a sudden, at the end of dinner, you are destroyed by what is perceived to be the darkness. And after the darkness finishes killing you, you wake up as a corpse, and a necromancer has resurrected you. So, you basically are forced to do what the necromancer wants you to do, because he has complete control over you. So we're basically following his quest to retrieve a bunch of items that we don't really understand. And instead of doing that, I'm collecting loot. But we're basically in the... we're in the second town. We did the first town, which is literally like 5 buildings and like a tutorial area. Oh shit, wait. It was good. Kind of Yao bait though. Muscle boys. Okay, y'all have to check that out before I watch it with my mom, but probably pretty good. Bait's fine. That's hilarious. I've never even thought about why that, like, whole genre existed until just now. I mean, I'm sure people do like sports animes, but it's just like... it's like I never saw the mass appeal. And it was just like, hold on. I get it now. Wow, I'm actually moving way too fast for the game, I think. Wait, is that the title? If that's the title, yeah, that kind of sounds a little much. Oh man, did I just waste a teleport? I think I did. Interesting. That's kind of weird. We were in like a weird few years there for a while where like some people were like way too forward while other people were still just learning to be progressive. It was a weird time. How you end up with stuff like Big Mouth that pretends to be educational. It's like you gotta ease people into the future, y'all. You can't just throw a microwave at a caveman. I think it was a yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, like, that's the problem. You can't make a satire of how some people see other things because some people, yeah, no, it's like, what's that effect where, like, you can ruin, you can, but it ruins the game, yeah. What's it called when, like, a bunch of people all get together and, like, jokingly mock something, but, like, it actually attracts the people they're mocking because the people they're mocking aren't smart enough to realize that they're not in company or good company. I can't remember what that's called, but it's like when a bunch of people pretend to, like, be Nazis and then they actually attract Nazis. It's like a really common thing online. I can't remember what it's called because I'm not that smart and I just blabber without actually listening. I've seen what happens. If it's Easter time in America, grab yourself a peep. Oh my god. Peeps are disgusting. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't hate them. I could probably eat a container of Peeps. And it's only because my entire life, people told me that they were, like, absolutely foul and, like, to never eat one. And then it probably wasn't until I was, like, I don't know, 20 that I was actually just like, what's one of these things taste like? And then I just, like, I tasted it, and I was just like, oh my god, I went my whole life without eating one of these because people told me they were, like, the nastiest thing, like, in existence. And then just kind of, like, I didn't develop that, like, hate for it. But, like, I like marshmallow. I like pure sugar. Give it to me. I'll eat it. I got no qualms with it. Oh, yeah, I wasted a teleport. Marshmallow is made of skin and bone. Yeah, gelatin. Boil it, mash it, stick it in my marshmallow. Horse. And bovine. I don't care. People eat worse and are proud of it. The motherfuckers who eat those birds that are, like, soaked in cognac and then, like, they can swallow the bones and all. I don't feel bad. Them motherfuckers are happy. Wait, what the fuck? Take coal. What? I've never in my life seen that. What the fuck was that? That was weird. Take coal. PSA cheese is mold grown on lactate. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's delicious. Sometimes stored in a cave for extended periods of time. It's where we get penicillin. Or no. No, you don't get penicillin from cheese. It's a type of penicillin. That's bread. Yeah, my bad. Yogurt's kinda where I draw the line. Yogurt kind of fucks me up. Yogurt's a little gross. I don't really care about human culture in the sense of, like, yeah, I'm one, they're one, we're one. But I do think it's really cool. I like learning about human culture, and I think dairy products are very neat. I think it's crazy that it's a bottleneck for human society at one point that, like, who knows? Who knows what happened at one point in human society that a bunch of people had to survive on milk? But like we know that not everybody had to because there's certain parts of the world that are just straight up lactose intolerant and just shouldn't drink dairy for their intestines' sake. There's probably a bunch of times in human history where there's been a specific food that, like... Should I just wait for these guys? I feel like I should just wait for them. If not everybody in the tribe or village or town or whatever could survive on it, a bunch of people died. The specific medication use is very... Yeah. I assumed it's the same, species, not genus. Janus. I thought the Salem witch trials was just a bunch of widowed women who had land that the people wanted. I thought ergot poisoning was the cause of the dancing fevers or dancing plagues or whatever they're called. I feel really dumb waiting for this. I heard Salem was literally just a bunch of widowed women that men like wanted the land of. So like they couldn't get the land from the widowed women because they became owners after their husbands died. So they claimed they were witches, and that's how they killed them. They didn't pull from the bottom and fill from the top. Oh yeah, no, I've heard of that, but I mean, who knows? Honestly, with the way we keep finding shit about history has been slightly altered by, you know, the winners. We'll never know. But I think the dancing plagues or whatever, where like there's literally just stories of fucking people going crazy and dancing until their bones broke. I think that was probably caused by some fucking bad grain or something. So when a famine hit, the grain on top got... Yeah. Yeah, because they always say that, like, the ergot poisoning's super unlikely, but, like, that requires that everybody in the town knows proper storage of grain. Or that, yeah, they have enough grain to continuously store and not need other foods and whatnot. But... But yeah, the latest thing I've heard about the Salem witch trials was that it was just a bunch of widowed women who inherited their husbands' lands, and the local men were like, we need that land. They're just women. They're wasting it. So they claimed they were witches. But again, who knows? Because those poor women are all dead, and their land is owned by most likely the men who claimed that they were witches. Or, yeah, again, we'll never know. Could be a bunch of bullshit. I could be saying a bunch of bullshit. I just don't know. But no, the last thing I read about that specific, I think it's ergot poisoning. Was the dancing plagues or whatever. So I'm not super well read on that, but that's the last time I did read on it. But I am farming these crates, and each 5 crates that I collect is worth about 34,000 experience sometimes, depending on the crate, or the reward I get. Which is almost 3 levels of experience. This is an absolute, like, I don't know. It's just it's a glitch. It's an absolute glitch. Well, it's a glitch. There's no way they intended for this. But from what I can tell, there's only 150 people who play this game, and there's only 2 developers. So, like, I want to mess around with it for a bit, and then I'm going to report it to them. That's even if I need to. It sounded like Ladson was gonna hop on it. They did not like the looks of it. But I have found that if I just save all of the chests for the end, I can get into a rhythm and collect way more. But I pull mounted my... Oh, wait, like... Wait, pull mounted. Like, is it wall mounted? Like, you can extend it from the wall? Is that what you mean? That's cool. Or, like, you can poke it with a stick. Oh, nice. How sturdy is the pole? Oh, wait, like a... Is it like a pillar? It's a tripod. Okay. Oh, wait, can you move it? Can you angle against the sun? So, like, no sun glare? Nice. The anti-sun glare setup. Oh, nice. Wait, your whole setup. Dang. Oh, do you have a second one? I hope you have a second monitor. Or are you going to be there? I guess you could also be there. I'm so antisocial, I just assumed you weren't even actually... My bad. Not everybody's weeb like me. What do I do? I think I'm farming too fast. I also have 2 monitors on my desk. But it's because I have a wonderful mother and brother. I actually, when I first started streaming, I had no way of looking at chat. I just wasn't going to do it. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to make YouTube videos because figuring out how to look at chat on one screen and streaming at the same time is too much. It's too much. So I'm just going to make YouTube videos. And my brother bought me a monitor. My brother is very nice. I use Linux. Yeah, I couldn't do that. It's a wonderful talent. The guy's name is Linus. Some people say that's funny. Hi, I'm Linus and I invented Linux. Wait, what? My name's Linus and I invented Linux. What did you say? My name's Linus and I invented Linux. And then like the whole, you know, the whole interview, like the person interviewing him just thinking to themselves like, wait, shit. What's his name and what it, oh, god damn it. Well, Linux, tell us about how you invented Linus. Those people are always just built different. Like, what was I watching? I was watching something the other day about, like, he was a hacker. And, oh, what was it? But he was just like, oh yeah, I hacked into the blah 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 of like the United States or blah blah blah, and like that's how I got my job. And he's just like, yeah, people always say that like I'm a really gifted hacker, but it's just like I don't know. I think the difference is just that like I love it, so when I'm doing it, I'm enjoying it. And it was just like, oh my god, dude, shut up. Like people are saying you're gifted and you're over. It's like just God. But like those people they're just literally there's a term. They're built different. What makes it so easy to pick out the phonies. Oh, nice. I got the perfect click there. That'd be the life. To just get to be famous in this generation and like be a smart computer developer or whatever, just in the era of the computer, and just like troll. Because again, what else do rich people do around the house all day but troll around on the internet like the average man? So like, yeah, imagine getting to be like one of the smarter computer developers right now and just trolling around. Imagine the power that man has. You think people like that ever just spend a day like, you know what, I'm gonna solve 3 internet solutions for people, and then I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna feel good about it. And just like, they could solve almost anybody's like 3 questions on the internet. I need to learn how to work with computers better, just competently. But truth be told, I do need to learn how to code and stuff. Because, I mean, like, I'm at the point with Dark Cloud 2 where, like, I think if I learned how to mod Dark Cloud 2, I could potentially... If I could... what is 6 times 7? God, I don't know. 42? Probably 32. I'm bad at math without a calculator. I'm good at punching numbers, like fucking sitting down at a desk and like writing them, but like I can't tell you what they mean. It's 42? Yeah. I don't know. That was just a guess. Again, I have like the multiplication table somewhat memorized by like looking at it in my brain. I don't actually know the numbers. I have like a mental image I try to conjure of a multiplication table that somebody has like screamed at me to memorize. Ah, there's no pirates. Ah. It's mean. Connection status disconnected. Are you trying to tell me that I've got bad internet, mate? Oh. Oh wait, is this the end of the Hitchhiker's Guide? I hope you're not spoiling that. That was one of the 3 books I was going... I can't delete it. Well, it looks like you just finished. It looks like I'm gonna read Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings. I did know about 42 being the answer to everything. I mean, that's all over the internet. Well, maybe I will read it. I still know more about the other stories. The only other things I know about the Hitchhiker's Guide is that there's the species of fish that everybody uses in their ear for like communication, and like all of the fans are basically the babblefish, I think. And all the fans are just like, yeah, can we get some more babblefish lore? But like they basically just touch on it for a moment. And they're like, yeah, there was a whole war about it. And everybody's just like, yeah, can we get some more on that? No. But it was that. It was the Hitchhiker's Guide, Game of Thrones, or Lord of the Rings. I wanted to read something that basically every pretentious, oh yeah, have you ever read blank? So I'm tired of always being like, well, no, but I have to check it out. The first one that was and this one was just a childhood favorite for me, so I had to read it. But reading Jurassic Park has been so satisfying. So satisfying. Because it's probably, like, as far as book to movie adaptation goes, I would have to say it might be one of the least, like, read to watched. And, like, it's so good. It's so good every time I'm talking to somebody and they're just like, yeah, I didn't like that, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, well, did you read the book? What? Well, it was in the book. Oh. Well, I love it. And the book's actually really good. I I hadn't read a book for a long time, but reading Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park was actually a really fun time. I enjoyed almost every second of it. um, no, but I actually do have a copy somewhere of the book movie version where it's got like all the bullshit um, from like the movie on like the cover and the back and stuff like that. But no, actually, I have the Barnes and Noble collector's edition with Jurassic Park and The Lost World, and I really want to read it. My only problem with the whole thing is I don't like The Lost World as much as I like Jurassic Park. Um, and I mean, that's fine, but I do still need to read it. I'll probably never read the Harry Potter series. I'd like to read the I really would like to read the Harry Potter series because it seems like something I can just knock out and enjoy getting it from Goodwill or something for 12 bucks. But like now that I know like all the fucking allegories and what all the different races are supposed to represent, I don't think I could really enjoy the book. I don't read either, but I can't remember who it was. This was probably 10 to 20 years ago that somebody gave me this advice. But they said if you don't read enough, you end up with a smaller vocabulary. And at one point during the pandemic, I hadn't done anything but like watch TV and YouTube, and I realized that like all of my slang was now coming from TV and YouTube, and I was like, wow, I have regressed. I sound like a kid. I was so embarrassed by it, but I read Jurassic Park immediately. Realized my vocabulary picked up from there, and I started reading more online. I started reading more in games. Stopped playing shooter games that didn't have anything for me to read besides ammo. Yeah, I mean, like, I read stuff like that, but I was trying to add, like, new stuff. Because if you just read, like, the same style of writing even, your cadence doesn't change or anything. And, like, there's nothing wrong with that, but poems are a great way to change your way of reading, because it forces you to read, not rhythmically per se, but in a different perceived way. Like, you can't force a poem to be read your way. Like, they're written a specific way. I don't know how to really explain it. I'm not super smart in that regards, but, like, I like hearing super smart people explain it to my dumbass to help me feel smarter. But that was honestly one of the things that I first noticed helped me immediately with streaming as well. This I got from Josh Stripe Hayes. I'm doing it right now. I keep saying but it helps in situations like that where you're looking for a filler word. Instead of saying 13 times in a stream, you might say, ooh, perchance, what if I need to? I did again there, so I need to do something about that. It just helps to read different sources of writing. I was in a chat on Twitch the other day, where people were basically saying that punctuation is dead. And I don't know, man, it made me feel weird, because, like, I'm not good with punctuation and grammar, but these people were just like, nah, we don't need it. What's it good for? Yeah, that was a scary feedback loop for a while. I think that was the first time I ever ended up doing something unironically and had to learn how to stop. Was making fun of those, like, totally, like, oh my god, like, let's go. Like, I'm so pumped. Like, you just don't get it. Like, you just don't, like, get it. I'm so... It's like... I'm, like, addicted. Swag. Swag was probably the worst one that I ever unironically got addicted to saying, and I, like, deeply regret. Just, it started out so ironic, too. Like, it was, like, maybe a year after. I can't even remember who from my friend group started doing it. But you just quietly, after somebody would say something like, hey, you guys want to go catch a movie? It's $2 at the blah, blah, blah. Or, like, you guys want to go hiking, or you guys want to go do something? Swag. It was just like, don't say that. Don't start saying that. And then, like, everybody started saying it just jokingly. And, that was one of the hardest habits to kick, because as soon as it stopped being, like, funny, yeah, it's just like, I don't know how long it'll take, but, like, it's awful the day it stops being funny to you, and you're just like, yeah, whatever, I'll drop that. And then you type it, and you're like, oh no. Oh no. And you just realize that it's become, like, second nature to do it. Okay, so I have gotten off pace here. I'm not sure where to go. These guys spawn every 300 seconds, which is what, 5 minutes? And these ones... Hey, Monty! Ooh, that looks cozy. Is that yours? Oh, no. I was like, is that one of your new ones? That looks cozy as hell, but... How goes the day? I'm just chatting with old Xerxes here. Xerxes is watching me play this game. I have found a game-breaking glitch in an old Cursebreaker here. I wouldn't call it game-breaking, but it's definitely, I think, unintended. So, as I do, I'm going to abuse it. Oh, big stretch. Oh, needed that. Elmer Fudd's voice. Oh, that's right. Today's the big trip. Well, thankfully you're not me, because if you were me, you'd just be packing now. Only realizing once you got into the car that the only things you brought were your Game Boy, underwear, and a toothbrush. No toothpaste, no clothes, just a bunch of batteries, the Game Boy, and underwear. You're wearing nothing but shirts that say, I got this in Myrtle Beach. Priorities. I left my clothes at home and all I got was this shirt from Panama City Beach. I left my sandals at home. Don't mess with Texas. I gave blood at Virginia Beach. Home of the Cheeseheads. Wisconsin's a terrible place to go. Is Wisconsin home of the Cheeseheads? Yes, it is. God, no, Virginia, honestly, no offense to anybody who lives in Virginia, but worst place I've ever been in my life. I have never, they say Alaska has bad mosquitoes, but like, I'd have to see an Alaskan in Virginia and then a Virginian in Alaska. Because when I went to Virginia, I understood where the people of Jamestown went. They were carried off by mosquitoes. I'm guessing at some point there was a giant species of mosquito there, and our ancestors fought them off. I didn't even think about that. It didn't even dawn until me just now that most of the mosquitoes were bipedal. Bipedal? I don't know. I was low on blood. But, oh my gosh. It's so bad that one of the gift shops we went to in Virginia literally had it was a shirt that just said, I gave blood at blank. I can't even remember where we were. I want to say it was something, it wasn't Virginia Beach, the famous one. It was something different, but oh my god. It was crazy. I've been in muggy, swampy areas. I lived in a town. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't live in a town. I'm a dirty fucking liar. I lived in a village. I lived in a village outside of a town. That's a lie. It was a township. God. Backwoods people. And there was literally a baseball field that people called Mosquito Park. because like once the sun started going down, the mosquitoes came out, and it was just you just didn't want to be there. You lived on a ship? I wish. No. A township is, unless you're just being ironic, a township is it's like a smaller version of a town. It's almost a town, basically, I think. I'd have to look up the exact definition. I might be lying to you. I can't remember exact. I used to know the different ones. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it is. It's like, I don't even remember what the smallest one is, but it's like a village is like a few, it's like a few hundred to a few thousand population. I can't remember actually at all. And then you have like a township, and then a town, and then a city, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But nope, I remember whenever I would come home from work or anything like that, I had to drive past this big sign that was like, "Welcome to the village of blank," and it was just like, dear God, we're a village. Like, it never dawned on me until I was like moving away and I was like coming back from college or something, that I was just like, oh my God, people always ask where I'm from, and I tell them like, oh, the city of blank, and they're like, where? And I'm just like, it's right outside blank. And they're like, yeah, I know where that is, but you're from where? That's where we live. Where's that from? It's like, here. I didn't even think about that for D&D. That does help build a good story. Oh my gosh, I've only played like 2 fake games of D&D. Like, it was just a really good DM who knew the rules well enough to let a bunch of people pretend they were playing D&D. But it was immediately ruined for me when I realized that like the entire game and session is basically controlled by the weakest player and the person who asks the most questions. And it just like, I don't know. It was ruined. Roll a T. My gosh. Oh my gosh, though. I remember this one session. Oh, I couldn't even, and like, I don't know why it's always me that has to fucking like be the person who says it. It's probably because I have like the shortest temper imaginable, but we were playing this one time, and this guy was just like, I shouldn't say yeah, I should say this first. The DM had basically set up the story that we were hopping on this boat, and it was like not the most trustworthy looking boat, but it was the only boat that was willing to take us to our destination. So like, it was very clear we had no choice to hop on this boat. So like, we all decide like, yep, we're hopping on the boat. And one of the guys is just like, well, what's the quality of the wood look like? Is it seafaring? What's the crew look like? Does the crew look like they've ever been out on water? Can we trust the crew? If we were to actually lose ourselves in the ocean, does this look like the kind of crew that could find themselves back? Do they look like they're gonna betray us? And it was just like, dude, we don't have time for this. We don't have roles for this. Like, it's like, I don't even understand this game well enough to like be saying all this, but like, this isn't how the game works. Like, you don't. It isn't 20 questions about the boat and the boat captain right now. Like, I don't even think we're actually on the quest yet. And yeah, like, it basically ended there because like, I think there was 6 of us. So when we finally got to like the first encounter, it took like 45 minutes to do anything. Because again, each person had a question or two, and then they had to do their turn. It was so bad. Wait, let's. And far too drunk to use ethereal plane that night. Well, I think you have to be naked in the ethereal plane. I think you can conjure clothes there, but it's kind of like painting clothes on a naked person situation. From a distance, it's like, whoa, nice clothes. But as you get closer, you're like, wait, I'm naked under all these fake clothes. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it's just my trips to the astral plane bleeding over. Well, if I lose you, Monty, I hope you have a wonderful trip. If I've already lost you, sorry for taking too long to say that. I'm a little locked in right now. I also broke the game. What game are you breaking? I got a rule in this chat. Speak up if you have info. You got rules. You gotta follow them. There be rules. If you got info, don't be swallowing them. Spit them out. Bring out your info. By jumping through a portal with a bag of holding and then calling out the DM on not calling me on it later, it couldn't be. Oh, yeah, that kind of. What did I do? I did something not that exact. What was it? Oh. Shit. What was it? I had like mind share or something one time in a game. This is like, we only played like a few games, and I don't even know if this is like an official rule or something. I can't remember exactly. Somebody had mind sharing or something like that. So like they're sharing thoughts with like a controlled beast, and then like something happened where two of us had to like link our consciousnesses, or what, I can't exactly remember what happened. But the two people who linked their consciousness also had the mind link between like themselves and a zombie or something. It was crazy. But essentially the people realized that they could just talk to each other in the real world, and it counted as talking in the game. So like they basically could just metagame the whole time, and it's just like, wait, where are you right now? It's, well, technically I'm here in this town. And it's just like, oh, you're still catching up to us. Yeah, but the king said don't go into the cave without like a torch or a fire weapon. It's like, oh, when are you going to catch up to us? And it's just like, oh my god, you guys have picking, like, phones, basically. You're not supposed to have phones. And, like, I just remember the DM, as soon as the two people were, like, first metagaming, and he was like, what are you guys doing? Like, well, I'm mind-linked to the fucking undead thing, and he's sharing minds with me, so, like, we're just communicating. I can't know. Oh, wait, no. Did he mind link with a pet and then had, like, communication with the species of animal? I can't remember what it was. I just remember as soon as they started talking, the DM was like, hey, that's metagaming. You guys, you can't metagame. And they were like, oh, no, like, we're talking through this. And there was, like, this moment where he just, like, sat there and was just like, wait. I should not have said yes to those requests earlier. And, like, all of a sudden we realized, like, oh, shit, you guys are cheating then. And it was just, like, really funny because, like, he totally let them. Oh, yeah, you would have just created a bomb. The question is, would it have exploded in the portal? Like, wherever the portal dimension is? Would it have exploded on either side of the portal? Would it have ripped everything in half? Alright, so I've, like, scarily gotten way too efficient at this grind. Book of Mining? You telling me there's just a book of mining sitting out here on the ground? No way. Well, I'm just gonna read it. Oh, I hope that didn't just screw everything up. I have no idea how this glitch works. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to do the glitch here in a moment just to make sure it's still working, because now I'm scared. Alright, well, it seems like I should just run back. You know, wait, what's today? Oh, I guess it is, yeah, summertime. I guess everybody's going on vacation. That's fun. Good for people. I was like, for a second, I was just like, why is everybody all of a sudden disappearing for like several days? Like multiple people I talk to on a daily basis now are all like, yep, we're gonna be gone for the next few days. It's like, that's weird. What? Am I somehow talking to an entire family of people across streams? But no, it's just summertime. Oh wait, is there a work holiday? Does everybody have a big weekend? I forget sometimes because I live at home with my mom without a job. Um, oh, sadness. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna do it. I'm moving too fast anyways. We're at an hour and 12 minutes. How am I doing? 63. Not my best. Well, actually, no, that's really good. Alright, so here's the glitch. So I'm going to turn this crate over. It's going to give me this sorcery for 2,000 experience. When I open my inventory, it's actually worth 26,000 experience. So, it's kind of a broken glitch. Oh, wait, 60. Oh my god, I had 60 of those things? So if I doubled... Oh my god, I'd have had 120 if I just kept running. Holy shit, I am cooking right now. Damn. Thank you, Xerxes, for keeping me focused on something. Keeping the rhythm up. There was also a kobold cooking incident. Our kobold in our party had been AFK and had some strong objections upon returning, which I found needless. Kobolds be trying. No, I can very easily have my mood ruined by other people not giving a shit about the vibe of the room and like ignoring every conceivable like, hey man, like can we regular people get a turn? Well, differing opinions do occur. But, no, again, man, he tried to ask, like, 20 questions about that ship one time. There's this one time where, like, he didn't believe that, like, when he entered a room, he couldn't find anything. And it was just like, dude, that's how your perception roll went. It's just like, yeah, but, like, I can't find a light or anything. And it's like, no, like, that's how it went. Like, well, I'm gonna try again. And it's like, don't sit here for 20 minutes trying to find a light. Now that is, yeah, that's eating somebody when you have rations is kind of up there. Alright, he's not. Oh, there's Captain. I'm the Captain Bosch. But no, if I do this glitch enough, I can level up all my stats and have a bunch of these books left over for when they update the game. If they don't patch this, it'd be absurd. But sometimes I think games need stuff like this, if you ask me. I think stuff like this sometimes makes games more approachable to people who don't have the time to grind. Which is funny, because I do have the time to grind, but I would rather comically do this. Mostly because if they don't fix this... If they fix the glitch, but they don't fix my inventory, I will probably play this game for decades. Not even an exaggeration. This game has so much room to grow. All they have to do is add new weapons, new builds, new bosses. I love games like this. I've thought about getting into D&D again, though. Just because of the ease of, like, you know, the online world. It's pretty easy to actually just Google a billion rooms, but man, this shit turns into shopping for therapists. You gotta find, like, the least weird people who you can get along with and share your personal traumas. No, I'm kidding, but not really. Alright, looks like we got some guys back here finally. Or it's the captain. Oh nice, these guys are respawning. shit, man. If I can get 100 of these every 2 hours, I might actually be done with this today. What I was really hoping to do was pull off the ultimate heist. And collect hundreds of these boxes. And try to get some of the stats up to, like, I don't know, 100,000 points. Because every time I get one of these books, all of the books underneath it replicate. So if I can get one of these stacks to 100,000, every single book in the stack will be worth 100,000 experience. So I'll have millions of experience, or close to it. And if I can do that, it'd be hilarious. I'm already starting to do insane amounts of damage already. But like, I'm afraid to even spend one of the books now. Because every time I get more books, their value goes up. It appears just simply running back and forth is the best way to do this. There was nobody over here just a second ago. Let's see if they've spawned. Oh, I should have teleported. The one time I thought to myself, like, no, don't, whatever you do, don't teleport. It's not worth it. It was worth it. Alright, so I might record for the first half of the day and then call it. Am I waiting for somebody to spawn here? What am I doing? Yeah, because the grocery stores I want to go to aren't even open. Well, no, they are now, but... What you don't realize, I'd just go backwards and I'd end up even higher. I have a strategy that works out best for everybody. I don't think they do. I'm just doing this for one last day, and then I'm going to basically just use one book, I think. And then just have a bunch of books left. I haven't even used a book yet. I just got the last weapon. I have been doing this. Yeah, I can imagine. Welcome in, though. I went online. I did what you said. I went and read the patch notes. I had to check the last like 15 minutes. Oh yeah, it's gonna be like, it's already 90 here, but it's gonna get up to 105 I think today, which isn't terrible. 115 is when I think it gets awful. But unless you have humidity. If you have humidity, I can't do it. I can't hang. Anything above like 10% humidity is too much for me. Anyways, I went online and looked, and like, it's not just the bow that's super rare. There's a I took a screenshot of it, but since you're here, I can actually show it to you. I was gonna send you a message. There's a really cool cutlass that's available. Actually, it's just Homecoming. Oh god, that's almost lethal. I think they've recently come out and said that 95% humidity and 95% or 95%. 95 degrees Fahrenheit is lethal to humans because like you can't cool off. That's crazy. 64% humidity is insane. It's called the wet bulb. I think it's called the wet bulb, humid bulb, wet bulb. But yeah, check this out. Oh wait, I have where's the other one? Stop. River Pirate Captain's Cutlass. You only get it from turning in the quests. It's pretty solid. I wish it had a little more health regeneration, but honestly, you don't need it. Yeah, it's really cool, but like, I farmed the quest for 6 hours. I mean, for books, obviously. That's almost lethal. Oh my god, stay cool, Monty. Which is hard to, it's literally like that, they're called, I think it's called the wet bulb. Hypothesis, theory, I think they proved it. Yeah, like it's such a cool sword. I actually haven't used it yet. But I farmed that quest for 6, again, for books. I didn't even know about this. I had to look, I looked up the, once I got that sword, I finished up for the day and then went online and looked through all of the patch notes. Because I was just like, are there other things? Like, how many things are hidden in this game and we just don't know about it? Like, holy crap. Like, there's so, like, it's nice that the bosses are all there, but, like, I'm gonna have to farm every turn it in quest. What if your farmer's hat's a turn it in thing? I didn't even think about that until just now. Oh, that's good damage. Oh, that's better than the dagger. Okay. So the damage buff was actually outweighing the crit buff. Interesting. Because they had +2 attack, +10 crit on the dagger. And this has +11 melee damage. So just raw melee is better than crit, I guess. It's not, I got it from looting houses. Okay, okay. Well, that makes me feel better. Oh, also, again, if you just drop the books from this, it works totally fine. But you get decent gold. Like, this is just today's gold. Not from turning in any of the boxes either. This is just from farming the pirates. I'm gonna root for you, but, like, that sword took way too long to get, like, drop from a quest reward. Again, I farmed for 6 hours before seeing it. I think I got 4 daggers. Like, I don't know how. Actually, I only got 1 hat. I only got 1 of these swords and 1 of the captain's hats. So either they're specifically rarer, or this game's got some weird, like, loot system. I didn't even, like... Why did I even... Oh, you told... Well, no, I'm not blaming you for this, but you told me they dropped a good one-handed sword, and I needed to upgrade from the one-handed sword I had. So I farmed the pirates until I got the sword, and then as I was farming the pirates, I was just like, wait, I might as well turn the quest in, and that's how I got started doing all of this. But all I wanted was a sword. Alright, so I wait like 10 seconds sometimes to see if anybody spawns. I didn't even want to get involved with any of this. I was going to do the Ratcliffe quest. Is it Ratcliffe? There we go. Is it Ratcliffe? Is that the mining town? I was gonna go do the mining quest to move forward. Yeah, no, that's what I was after, was the regular variant. And then I got the dagger, and I was like, well, I don't think he means the dagger. Yeah, so the last time I went to Ratcliffe, I think I ran into a bear. That was, I think, well, I didn't run into it, but in one of the caves that had ore in it that I was checking out, it had a level 30 bear in it. So I was just kind of like, well, I don't want to fight that. Did I just loot this? I just looted that, right? I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god. Yes, cave. I think it was a cave bear. Did I just loot this supply? I think I did. Oh, I hope I did. But I couldn't get the cutlass to drop. And I was just like, whatever. Because originally when I started doing this quest, I didn't think there was anything suspicious about it. I was just like, wow, like... I was like, this is the first repeatable quest I've seen. It's kind of cool, though. Like, you just fight the captains, you collect the boxes, you bring them back, they give you some gold. And I was just like, wow, 2,000 for each class. And then it went up to 4,000, and I was like, yo, I'm collecting these. Yeah, no, it's gone out of control. I didn't think it would... I thought it would stop. I actually thought it had stopped. At one point yesterday when I was doing it, all of my classes almost eerily hit 20,000 at the same time. And it was just like, okay, this is weird. I'm curious about the loot pool now. I want to know how rare stuff is. Because, like, I think the pirates, or the pirate captain's cutlass and hat are, like, they're low. They're low. Oh, are you wondering if I wonder if it'll reset them. That I don't know. I have so many copper hats and stuff to sell. I've just stopped grabbing stuff. And again, this quest, even if they fix it, it's broken. Like, I was going to farm this quest regardless of them being 2 or 20,000. But the fact that they are 20,000 and climbing, I'm just going to hold on to them. They're genuinely one of those things that, like, I will forever hoard in my inventory. And, like, if they ever have a patch that comes out or something where, like, they increase to, like, oh, we're jumping to 60. And, like, everybody grinds up to 59, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, it's a billion to get to 60. And everybody's just, like, upset that it takes a bunch of experience to get there. I'm gonna spam some books. I just like having the comfortability knowing they're there. And I also just like seeing I like poking the bear. Like, what, like, are they just gonna, like, I'm almost afraid, like, what are they gonna do? Roll over? Am I gonna hit 50,000 and all of a sudden I check my inventory and there's just a bunch of 2,000 books again? That would be hilarious. I'd be so sad, but, like, it would be hilarious if they just rolled over or something. And again, from what I saw, because I was reading through the dev notes and I gotta stop doing it. But, like, I'm really, like, into this game and stuff. And I was checking out the patch notes and stuff, trying to figure out, like, because, man, I hate Discord. I do not want to get back on Discord. But I was checking out, like, Steam and stuff, just checking out, like, if there's, like, a good way to just, you know, maybe leave a positive review or something, and, like, they get a notification. But I was reading the reviews again, and there were people, like, not teaming up on the devs, but they were just like, man, I thought this game looked really cool, but I think it's a little lame that I can't play as myself. Like, where's the option for a female character? And people are like, yes, fucking nobody's addressing that. I think it's so ridiculous. Where's the option? And the dev was just like, well, you know, we never really thought about it, but we could always go back and add one. We just have to change all the cutscenes and do all this stuff. And I was like, wow. Like, the fact that the dev even would consider doing that eventually, and, like, adding it to the list, that's pretty cool. And they were just like, well, I just think it's crazy that I can't play as myself in this game. Like, it's ridiculous. And it's just like, wait, have you even played it? Like, it's a story. Like, I don't even know what the story is, but it takes 10 minutes. Like, you play as somebody. They're telling a narrative. But, like, man, it, like, broke my heart that, like, only 150... It made me realize that the reason I discovered this is there's only, like, 150 people playing it. Oh, we got this. Yes. Okay. Yes. Are these worth a lot? Those are not worth as much as I'd hoped they were. Okay, well, never mind. But yeah, once I learned the oak bow was here, I was farming. No matter what, I was going to be doing this farm. No matter what. So yeah, like, that's what kills me. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know, man. I'm all about total customization. But, like, if you're playing a game that has a specific main character, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, like, I still complain, like, I'd like customization, but, like, I'd like to customize... Is it Lord... I was trying to explain... Is it Aircrest? A-E-R-C-R-E-S. Aircrest. I think it's Aircrest. Aircrest. Okay, I was right. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by, as always. I will... If you don't get to stop by later, I'm going to be doing this until... I can't really stomach it anymore. Because I am curious how high the limit is, if there is a limit. And then, again, I just want to get to the point where, like, one book is worth so much that I can just use one book and then walk away from it. I'd like to hit about 40 for my main attack stats so I don't have to grind them. And then I can focus on grinding my trees and stuff. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops. I just did that so instinctually. Oh, what time is it? I'm gonna take a break in what looks like 19 minutes. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to... I still have my Discord. I hate Discord. I hate Discord so much. Actually, that's not true. It's what Discord has become. It's just young people Facebook, so you don't have to talk to your parents. And, like, I don't hate it for being that. I just hate it for people acting like it's not that. And then, again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with keeping up with your peeps and knowing what their cats look like on a day-to-day basis. I just hate that people act like it's not Facebook. Also, the fact that people trash Reddit when Discord is just as toxic, it's just like, I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way. The main difference there is that you get to be in control of your own Discord, and 9 times out of 10, Discord mods are more active than a Reddit mod. But that's not to say Reddit mods can't be active. They can be crazy. Oh, I did not mean... Oh, wrong click. But I just don't like social media anymore. I don't like big crowds of people, IRL or online. That's why I don't have my stream count or anything up. Might be a good place for... It might be a good place for some poetry. My biggest problem with social media now is, like, it feels like it breeds competition for no reason. It feels like you always have to be hunting for the best time to post so that people can see your stuff. You gotta have the best title. You gotta... It's just... It's too much. It breeds competition unnecessarily. Because I feel like there's times where, like, if you don't put effort into your, like, your share, nobody sees it because they don't take a second glance at it. And it sucks sometimes because people with good information might not have the best, like, camera and take a low-quality picture and nobody thinks twice about it and they're sharing a game-changing glitch or something. I don't know. But I feel like there's just an unnecessary air of competition on social media. Maybe it's just people. People are competitive. Alright, so we're gonna shortcut back this time. That Discord swoon. Waking up at noon. Fridge covered in empty bottles of booze. It's too soon. There's some freeform for ya. You just probably left. I probably made you leave. I wish I had a haiku like talent. I wish I just naturally could speak in, what is it, 5/7/5s. What was I was watching some skit yesterday on YouTube. I love YouTube for being a platform to people who wouldn't normally have had like high level like production and stuff. But I was watching this skit by two people where this girl was just like, "Oh yeah, checking out my graveyard," and this guy was like, "What is this shit?" She's like, "It's my graveyard. I saw your graveyard and just threw, I'd throw all my trash up here on the shelf." "No, Maggie, it's a graveyard of bottles. I've killed these bottles." She's like, "Yeah, and I killed those bags of McDonald's." And it's just like this look on his face as he's just like, "No, you don't get it. Like, I slayed these bottles of booze." And she's like, "Yeah, and I fucking crushed those McDonald's bags." And he's like, "Okay, well, like, they smell. Like, you need to get the bags down." And she's like, "Yours are sticky. There's ants everywhere. Like, the alcohol is evaporated. That's just a bottle of leftover cinnamon up there." And it shows like 4 bottles of Fireball or something goofy. I don't know. It was just funny. I might be mix and mashing skits. I have a bit of a doom scroll going right now. I just got into the old shorts. Okay, I'm moving way too fast. It's bad that nobody respawned. That's not good. Let me just do one of these to waste some time. Actually, you know what? I should have just taken a break right there. Oh, look, we got a wizard. Hello, Hane. Does he just disappear when we leave town? Oh my god. Oh shit, I forgot you could type. Is it called grain water? Oh god, what's it called? Yes. Might be worth a look for a mage build. Gotta go fast. That was a nice little interaction. I should have said bye. Is that rude? I'm not good at farewells. I didn't tell him where. Wait, no. The map's already unlocked. He can find it, I think. It's like, wait, I didn't even tell him where fucking grain water was. Hey, fucking off, mate. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I've got the captain's sword now. Oh my god. Can you? Oh no! Can you imagine if I could just go around dropping those books for people? Man. I'd look like a hacker. People probably wouldn't like that. Could you imagine if just you ran into some guy in a game like this and he dropped you a book worth like 15 levels? He would look like a hacker. He would. I would. I would look like a hacker. I'm glad I showed this sword off to Laddie. I wasn't thinking about using it at all. I have got to say, it's pretty fearsome. I feel like my swing is a... Oh, God, that was perfect timing. It's just a little bit slower. Ah, oh, it's the shitty potion. Than the dagger. Ah, I should have been saying hi to everybody I see. I didn't even think about that. I totally forgot you could do that. Oh, I missed the block. Well, here soon I'll be the guy running around in a jester outfit. Okay, there's no way any of them are back. How many do we have? 86? Not bad, not bad. I definitely slowed down there a bit at the end. Chatted with somebody, you know, had some fun. I'm getting ready to take a break. Relax. Relax. What am I doing? Let's collect some flowers. We're gonna go over to our little house. I'm going to go have some breakfast. And then we're gonna get back to the grind. Just grab some eggs. Got our potions cured. Alright, so how are we looking? We got 86. Got all that. I'm gonna sell these. I don't know if I'm gonna sell these yet. Oh, so there is a captain's coat. Okay, okay, okay. So I've gotten a ton of the captain's coats. I got 8 of those. Man, I am out of slots. Not good. Not good. But how are we doing book-wise? It's about to get crazy later.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break, y'all. Big stretch. Reach up to the sky. Oh god, stop reaching. Oh god, my arms. Okay, my arms are useless now. They are limp noodles.
No, I'm kidding. Psych! Psych! Take care, YouTube.